Aloha, and welcome to Betty's Real Estate Corner, brought to you by Sakamoto Properties, where prestige is our business, reputation our foundation. Today, I'm fortunate to have my husband back here with me, Roy Sakamoto from
Good morning.
Lahainaluna High School also.
Lahainaluna. Hey, what a great lead-in. Wow.
You know,
Yeah, Neil Everett and Danny Couch. Wow.
they are amazing.
Danny,
What just struck me though, what about this? Why can't we say where you get down to, buy real estate right now?
Yeah.
If we
Why
could
not?
just,
Absolutely.
we could use our Neil Everett voice and start with a house it, and we'd be selling property daily.
Yeah, yeah.
Could be pretty fun.
Well, a lot of things going on in the community this week. First off is First Friday in Wailuku. Meyer Computer and Santa Claus will be very active, starting at 6 o'clock downtown Wailuku. And if you need further information, call Meyer Computer, 249-0970.
Or go to sakamotoproperties.com, and you will not only see information on First Friday this week, you'll see a picture of Santa Claus, who's going to be there again this year. And Santa Claus is fabulous. He is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Kind of an early appearance for Santa, but
It is.
he's got a lot of territory to cover, and be great.
Sometimes you can't have him here everywhere Christmas Eve. I mean, he'll get there to do his gifts and stuff, but to bring the kids by and to have them see Santa, take a picture. There's a great picture on our website that's a young family sitting with Santa Claus, mom and dad on either side, and a tiny baby. Definitely a first Christmas picture.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Meyer Computer found that. They put it on there. And they're running this thing for First Friday and the Santa Claus. And you'll find the details on our site or through Meyer Computer. But get your kids out there or just go out and do it. Take a gift. I know they're using some unwrapped gifts, I think. And if you bring those, they'll wrap them, and they're going to be giving them eventually to kids either then or for Christmas that really need a Christmas. So there is a purpose to all of this, and it's going to help people in our community that maybe wouldn't have as fabulous a Christmas as we all seem to be having.
Again, it's this Friday evening, starting at 6 o'clock. Get there early and await Santa Claus.
And then everything that's on First Friday, you're going to get to do. You know, so that the regular First Friday business will be there. I'm sure they'll have a lot of things geared to Christmas, but in particular for kids. Let's make this about the kids and getting as many kids out to enjoy First Friday, Christmas, etc.
And the food.
In Wailuku, and the food.
Yeah, we've always enjoyed the food.
And the food.
Yeah.
You know, we had a couple different ideas coming over here about real estate to talk about, and we get on this from time to time, trying to direct people that are thinking about buying real estate and geared a little bit to the first-time home buyer, people who think they are never going to have a home on Maui. But you can have a home on Maui, and you can do it. It just takes an effort.
Yes, it does. And you've got to do the first step, which is call us. Call Sakamoto Properties, 669-0070, or get on our website, sakamotoproperties.com. Now, we have listings from right around 90,000 on up. So we have something for you in every price range. Whether you're looking for a home, a first-time buyer for a small condominium, whatever it is. As Neil Everett says, whatevers.
Whatevers.
Yeah, we got it. So call us, 669-0070, sakamotoproperties.com.
Roy is right. I mean, there is something for everybody. And if you call and chat with us and we think that you're better off working with somebody else, we'll let you know that. But we can direct you, our website will direct you to every piece of property that's listed for sale on Maui. And actually, there's a lot of listings around the world if you go to the Shop the World area. But from the standpoint, if you're thinking you want to buy something, you're thinking you'd love it right now, but maybe it's going to turn out to be a year, 2 years, hard to say. But if we get together with you, or a broker that you've already worked with, or your neighbor who you feel is the person you want to talk to, do that. But do it right now.
No, absolutely. And, you know, we are based in Lahaina on the West Maui side. But if you're interested in something in Kihei or Upcountry or Central Maui, Wailuku, Kahului, and so forth, we'll be able to help you. So call us 669-0070, or again look at our website sakamotoproperties.com, and that will get you into the whole world of real estate here on Maui. So yeah, do it.
One of the things that we would be directing you to do when you call us is most people are going to be looking to get a mortgage. You know, there's very few of us when we buy our first property or second or third or our final resting place, so to speak. Most of us aren't paying cash for it. So we need to be able to qualify for a mortgage. And that's another job today because, you know, rules have changed. But we can help you in that, you know, get you with someone, get you in the right direction, have you sit down with a lender. And that also pre-qualifies you for what properties you ought to be looking at. And one of the things that we talked to a couple of people about this week is that you gotta stop worrying that this is your dream house. Because maybe it isn't. It's your first house. It's your second house. You know, and maybe someday you will own what you think is your dream house. But you know, your dream is going to keep changing. If you're young and doing this, your dream is going to change because you're probably going to have children. You're going to change in life. The kids are going to grow up. You're going to need a bigger place, and then the kids are going to go out, and you're going to want possibly a smaller place. So real estate, to me, it's never your final resting place. So don't get so wrapped up in it's got to have this, it's got to have that. Find a place that works for you now and satisfies as many of your needs as you can satisfy. But again, do it now. It's
Yes,
time. Perfect.
yes. And you know what's interesting? We get calls almost daily, people looking for rentals. And so we'll ask, well, what are you looking to pay? And it's, you know, say $1,000 to $3,000 a month or whatever. And the first question to them is, why aren't you buying? You know, $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month will certainly make a mortgage payment. So talk to us again, 669-0070. We've helped, God, I don't know how many, tons of people.
Tons of people.
Get located in their first properties, second properties, whatever it is. So we're there to help.
And it is fun. I mean, buying your first home should be fun. And again, it's we looked at a property recently that I kept saying I would love to buy. And really for us right now, it probably wasn't for us. And there was a great couple that ended up buying it. It had a small ohana. It was a little house in Lahaina. But you know, to me, when I was younger, it would have been so fun because we could have bought it and go in there with a couple tubs of paint and painted it and fixed it, and it would have been fabulous. I got to admit today, I don't think I've got it in me to buy another one and spend.
It was a fixer-upper, but
it's a young person's place.
Yeah, and it went for a great price with an ohana, and you know, it's great. We're glad to see another young family getting started.
You know, some great places. Our office is at the Napili Shopping Center, and right next to that are Napili Hau Villages and Napili Villas. Both fabulous properties, and they've had a lot of sales this year. But in the range of $260, $270, up to probably high fours, maybe even $5 now. They keep changing in price because they're starting to move up again. But great place to live. It's easy for a family. You know, if kids are being picked up and dropped off with a school bus, the store's right there, or you can walk to a lot of places. You aren't that far from any beaches. It's a perfect place for a lower price, and they're cute. They're newer.
Oh, they're great. Yeah, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, little yards if you're down on the ground floor. Upstairs is very spacious, nice lanai area, worth checking out.
It really is. I love those. And even, you know, for a first time, Napili Ridge. Napili Ridge is another property that somebody can get into, very inexpensive. It works for you. The management there has gotten really great over the years. And again, from there you can walk to beaches, you can do anything that you want. And that'll be probably your first home. Maybe it's even your second now, but still, it doesn't matter. You gotta find it, you gotta get into this market while interest rates are still great. And in a lot of cases, you can afford more today than you're going to be afford later even though your income's going to go up, both of you will possibly be working, if it's a couple, it can make a huge difference. The interest rate is going to be the key. When interest rates start to climb again, your ability to purchase is going to go down in value because the interest rate's going to be so high. Payment will be much higher.
Yes, right. Great programs out there for, especially for owner occupants, 20% or less down payment. And again, your monthly payments with these low interest rates are very, very affordable. And no reason in the world why you should be paying rent. You know, come on folks, let's buy.
True, no reason in the world.
Right.
One of the reasons people end up not buying is because they really are defeated before they start. They don't believe that they have the ability to do it. They think it's Maui, it's only rich people that own places, etc. But I really think, again, today you've got the ability to do it, and you've got to at least try. Talk to a real estate broker. Call us, again, like Roy said, 808-669-0070. Check out our website, sakamotoproperties.com. It'll get you into every property. You can fill in some perimeters, you can put West Maui, put in a price range, etc., and you'll start to see what you can do. But that's not enough. You really need to talk. You need to get yourself in front of a lender. He'll work on a computer with you and go through and come up with, you'll give him all the information that you have, how much cash you might be able to put together for a down payment. In some cases, you still can do zero down as an owner-occupant. And also, in many cases, it'll work if you have a family member who is willing to give you a gift. And in a lot of cases, parents are. You know, parents or an aunt and uncle would be very happy to give you the gift of a certain amount of money to be able to get you into your own home. And in a way, it's great for the parents. They're going to feel good about it. Eventually, they would want you to have that someday in time. So if they gave it to you now, so be it. I think that's a great option.
You know what's really neat too is it doesn't cost anything to take that first step. So again, first step, contact a realtor, a reputable realtor, and again, regardless of where you are on Maui or in Maui County, we also deal a lot with brokerages in Kihei, Wailuku, Kahului, and so forth. So if it's outside of our area of expertise, we can guide you and tell you who to talk to in your specific area. So call us, do the first step, it's free, 669-0070, Sakamoto Properties.
Actually, Roy, that's a great statement. The first step is free. You know how anymore nothing's free.
Yeah.
So, but to get it figured out, you know, do it before Christmas, do it after Christmas. But a great Christmas present to yourselves, to talk to someone and get the process started. You know, the odds are you're not going to complete a purchase by Christmas, or maybe you won't even be under contract by then. But again, if you it's a happy time. So that it'll give you a chance to start to realize that hopefully you can do something. Lender may end up telling you, oh, you know, I think we're going to have to clean up your credit a little or pay off a couple of loans. But it gives you the ability to start.
It points you in the right direction. And we just had an experience with a restaurant manager at a restaurant we frequent. And I guess she and her husband just bought their first place down in Kihei.
Yes.
And she was very, very excited to get out of the rental world into the home ownership world. And one of the big things was that they were able to paint their apartment whatever they wanted to.
Right.
You know, without seeking permission from a landlord or anybody else.
No, they're so happy.
Your freedom is great. And historically, through the years, it's a great source of capital appreciation. Banks aren't paying anything right now for interest on savings accounts. And real estate historically has been a great investment. So get started.
Actually, if you even sit down with your lender or your real estate broker and you start thinking about, you're going to make this payment, you know, principal and interest, but you're going to be write off the majority of the interest on your taxes. You're going to be write off your real estate taxes. There's certain costs that you can end up able to write off on your income tax returns. So in the end, you actually can save money. Even if your payment's higher, in the end, when you start to think about it mathematically, you will save money. So it's, again, let's get it done, let's figure it out.
Right, and just for an example, here's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home on Hui Road F in Mapili. Now this is a single-family home. It's a little over 2,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, on about 1/4 acre. And the listed price on this is under $800,000, $799,500. So call our office again, Sakamoto Properties, 669-0070, and look at it on our website, sakamotoproperties.com. And how about 11 Huanui Way?
11 Huanui Way, great house, amazing property, listed at $1,250,000, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, great screened porch. It's located on the lower road in Kahana, just before you get to the Kahana Nui stream. Fabulous house. It's got a little bit of an ocean view, in meticulous condition, pretty well fully furnished.
And
Beautiful
look,
home.
yeah, it's a little over 2,300 square feet of living area, and around 2,300 square feet downstairs for storage, for garage and storage. And it's actually owned by Roy and Betty.
Yes, it is. Anyway.
And so we really know this home, and we can show it to you on a moment's notice. Again, call us 669-0070.
The greatest thing about that house is the downstairs, and we kind of laughingly call it garage space. But when we were living there, it was really amazing, because when we had kids and grandkids visiting, we always had down there a couple of tables that the kids would use on a rainy day to do crafts and to do different things like that, and then I would later use them for Christmas wrapping, etc. We had a complete little living type area set up with a television, so, and workout equipment, so we also had it as our workout area and a little place that you could just go and do whatever task you're trying to do, but have the television on or watch a movie. So it's an amazing house. In a way, it's 6,000 square feet.
Just about,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
but again, it's really a, well, not 6,000 really, I'm exaggerating.
Well, yeah, it's under
Almost
roof,
5, but
yeah.
it's an amazing property, and you really should take a look at that if you're in that general price range.
And just steps from the ocean, and really well located between Kapalua and Kaanapali and Kahana. And again, call us 669-0070.
You know, we did say, Roy, we wanted to talk a little bit about Christmas.
Yes.
And we did talk about the first Friday prelude to Christmas. But what I'm thinking is, we've over the last couple of years tried to talk about, and this is probably a really great time to start it, the things that you can do to help somebody else with Christmas. And Christmas should be such an exciting, wonderful time, but we all get wrapped up. We're all so busy anyway, and I think everybody has too much going on. So many people here have 2 jobs. A lot of people have 3 jobs, and they've got a couple of kids. Think about the things that you could do for somebody for Christmas that would really make their Christmas right. Help a neighbor that maybe could just use you to come over there with the kids for a couple of hours while they Christmas shop. Or making cookies. It's still simple. We used to all do that when we grew up. And take them to your neighbors. You know, do something, get the neighbor kids to come over and bake cookies with you. Or, I mean, obviously your own family. I mean, get back to the old times a little bit. Some baking and eating and baking and
Yeah.
cookie dough
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
And all of this doesn't have to cost money. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to say hi to your neighbor across the street or across the hall or whatever. You get to know that person a little bit. You know, we're living in the same world here. And practice aloha as the bumper sticker for a good friend of ours, Mark Ellman. He passes out these bumper stickers that says, practice aloha. And that's something we can do all year round, practice aloha.
But then again, the little things right now. You may have a neighbor that you know isn't getting around as good as they once did, but you might know that she reads a lot. You may have books, or you can go to any number of places where you can pick up books either free in a book exchange, or you'll go places where the, the Friends of the Library has places that you can go, and for $1 or $2 you can buy 20 books or something and deliver those to a friend or pass them around to people that you know want to read but just aren't getting out so much. Or read to somebody. Check with places like Halemakua and see if they have a program that you could go over there and read to somebody. Find some happy Christmas stories. You know, again, the same thing. You could take a Christmas movie over to one of your neighbors who is having a hard time, but sit there and watch it with her. You know, make some tea for her, hot chocolate, and take the cookies that you just made and make a Merry Christmas.
Oh, and it's so simple, and you'll feel better. It's really a feel-good kind of thing, and why not? You know, let's all make each other feel better.
I think we are now down to the 1-minute warning. Pretty close, anyway.
Okay.
Time flies.
Anyway, as we wind down the year, a lot of charities are trying to get your attention for year-end deductions and so forth. And remember your favorite charity, whether it be Halemakua, Women Helping Women, I mean, a variety of great charities here on Maui. Remember them at year-end, and please contribute. And try to do, like we try to do, 10% more than we did last year. So if you gave $20 last year, try to give $22 this year. Or if it's $50, try to give $55. You won't miss it that much, and you'll feel good.
Now keep in mind that nobody is getting the same amount from governmental authorities. None of these charities are getting what they once did. So they need all of us. So we've all got to step up and make it a Merry Christmas for the people who are being helped everywhere. But I think now we really are wound down.
Right,
I think we're at the very end.
Yep. Don't forget, First Friday, Wailuku.
And aloha to everybody. I think we got Danny Couch about to pop back on, and maybe Neil Everett. Not sure. We'll see. There, Neil Everett.